Welcome to this online yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa flow. This class is suited for all levels. All my poses are suggestions. You can always change a pose according to your own needs. Let's start. Come and sit on a block or a cushion or just on the floor or your yoga mat. You can sit with your legs crossed like this, any way that's comfortable for you. And then you can close your eyes and start to relax your legs. Feel that the floor is supporting you so you can relax your legs. Sit up nice and tall and then relax your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath and start to bring all your attention within yourself. Let the whole day that was slowly go into the background, and all your thoughts of things that have or have not happened yet, let them also be in the background. Then bring your attention to your breath. Notice how you breathe in and out. And then make sure you breathe in and out through your nose. Long, deep breaths, making your in and exhalations of equal length. Start from your belly. When you inhale, blow your belly up like a balloon. Then feel your ribcage expanding, and at the end of the inhalation, feel the collarbones lift just a little bit. And then when you exhale, start from the belly, the navel draws back in, the ribs come back to center. And at the end of your exhalation, your collarbones go downwards. Now, if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can practice that now. If you've not heard of it yet, just focus on breathing in and out through your nose during the whole class. With Ujjayi breath, you tighten the back of your throat a little bit, you suck in the air through your windpipe, creating this hissing sound, which will help you warm up your body faster, and is also quite meditative because of the sound. Then you can gently lift your pelvic floor muscles and pull in your lower abdominals. In yoga philosophy, we call them Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. And these are locks which keep the energy inside your body. Anatomically, it will also protect your lower back, tightening your core in some of the poses. Then set an intention for yourself, something you would like to focus on during today's class. Then slowly open your eyes, take away the block or cushion if you're sitting on something. And then bring your hands on your knees and start to make nice circles with your upper body like this. On your inhalation, your chest comes forward, and when you exhale, you have a nice round back. You can do this as slow or fast as you like. And then the other side. The theme of today is a nice supple back. So we will do Quite a few poses to make your back nice and supple, some back bends. Because in yoga, we always say, you are as old as the flexibility of your back. Now come and sit up straight. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, bring them down. So it's important, you're gonna connect your movement to your breath. So when you inhale, your arms come up, you follow your breath. And only when you start to exhale, they go down. So follow your breath. Once more, inhale. And exhale. And only bring the right arm up. I'll be mirror image. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, stretch the side of your body. Inhale, come up a little bit again. And then exhale, stretch it out. Keeping your sitting bones on the floor. And again. And then we're going to do the other side. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, stretch the side of your body. That's it. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, reach. Once more. And sit up, nice and tall. Then interlace your fingers behind your back, if possible. Otherwise, grab your elbows. Then inhale, bring your chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale, relax once more. Inhale. And exhale. Then come on all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers widely spread. And then on your inhalation, slowly open the chest, lift your tailbone. And exhale, push out your spine towards the ceiling. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then from a neutral spine, shake your hips like this, as if you're a dog wagging its tail, to really release your lower back and open up the hips. Then from here, come into child's pose, which is big toes touching, hips towards your heels, and if you can, resting your forehead on the floor. This is to have a nice round back, and also to come back to your breath. You can always come into this pose during the class whenever you want or need. Now really focus on your breath. Make it long and deep. Feel your ribcage expanding on the inhalation. Then coming back to center on your exhalation. And then slowly come back on all fours. Now we're going to go into downward dog. Tuck your toes under, bring your hips to the heels. Look at your hands, make sure they're shoulder width apart, fingers widely spread, middle fingers facing forward. And then push up from the floor, extending your arms and your spine, sitting bones up, chest towards your big toes. And keep your knees bent, so you're really focusing on stretching out your arms and your back. And then from here, slowly start to straighten the legs. And then bend them again. Let this be the inhalation. And then exhale, stretch for whatever is possible for you. They don't have to stretch all the way. Just feel the nice stretch in the back of the legs. Keep pushing away from the floor. If this is too heavy, you can do it on your underarms, or you can stay in all fours whenever we do this pose. Last one. Now let's drop the heels to the left. Feel the stretch on the right side of the body. And then let's go to the other side. Heels to the right. Feel the stretch on the left. Heels back to center. Slowly walk the feet forward and hip distance apart with the feet. Let your arms dangle, knees bent, and slowly bring your body, sway it from left to right, releasing any tension in the back of your body. Come back to center, interlace your arms, cross them.
Knees bend. Shake your head yes and no. Relaxing your neck and shoulders. Breathe into your lower back. See if you can feel any sensation there when you breathe. And then release your arms, bend the knees a little bit more, hips towards the back, and then slowly roll up, pressing the feet down into the floor, tightening your core muscles, and come stand in front of your yoga mat for sun salutations or your variation on it. We'll do the first one slowly. Inhale, bring your arms up, stretch out, and exhale, slowly bow forward from the waist. You can have your hands on your shins or your fingers on the floor. Inhale, stretch out your spine forward, stretch your legs. And then exhale, the easy option is placing the hands on the floor and stepping your feet back and coming like this. In Chaturanga Dandasana if possible, otherwise you stay here. And then for the next pose, you can either come on your belly for cobra like this, rolling the shoulders to the heels, or upward dog. And then exhale. Now push your hands in the floor, tighten your core. And from that strength, come back into downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Keep bringing those sitting bones up to the sky, just towards your toes. 4 and 5. Look towards your hands, jump a step forward. Inhale, lift the chest up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. You can also bend your knees here. Inhale, press the feet down, slowly come up. And then exhale, bring your arms down. We do this again, really follow your breath. And if this is one of your first times, you can also do it slower. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slowly fold. Inhale, chest up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, jump a step back. If you can, immediately in Chaturanga Dandasana. And then choose cobra on the floor or like this, upward dog, opening the chest. And then exhale from your core and pushing through your hands into downward dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump a step forward. Inhale, chest up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Now, open the feet hip distance. And then let's roll down like this with your back arched. So chest forward, shoulders back, rolling down like that. And then with a nice round spine, slowly roll up, pressing the feet into the floor. Let's do this 3 times. Let's make this the inhalation. And then exhale, slowly roll up. It can also be the other way around. Try to feel what feels good. Do it nice and slow, following your breath. Last one. And come in front of your yoga mat. Now let's place our hands in the lower back. If possible, with the fingers facing up, but you can also have the fingers facing to the side. It's just so you have a little support in your lower back. First, squeeze the legs together, push the hips forward, and then inhale, lift your chest and roll your shoulders back. So this is a standing gentle back bend for 3 breaths. 1, keep pressing the feet down in the floor but lifting your chest upwards. 2, and 3. Inhale, chest up, and exhale, fold forward like the sun salutation. Inhale, chest up halfway, and then exhale, jump or step your feet back, and choose your option, cobra or upward dog. This is the cobra, opening up the chest here, and then exhale, come into your downward dog. From here, I'm gonna start with the standing poses for today. You're gonna look to your hands and step your right foot in between. If it doesn't get there in one go, you can help it. And then come up with your arms up like this by your ears. If that's too much, you can have your hands in front of your chest. Keep the rear heel up and push through it so you have a nice stretch here in the front of the left hip. Now inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend the right knee. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Then place your hands in your lower back any way you can with the fingers up to the side. Really lift the pelvic floor, pull in the lower abdominals, and then roll the chest upwards and shoulders back. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Chest up, and then gently place the left knee on the floor. If that's too hard, you can place a blanket underneath or roll your mat double, so make sure it's nice and soft underneath that knee. Now place your hands in front of the chest. If you're pregnant, you want to turn to the open side and we'll join you in the next pose. If you're not pregnant, just follow me. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, elbows on top of each other. Squeeze the hands together and push away from the left, chest towards the ceiling for 3 breaths. If you like, you can intensify it. Tuck your left toes under. Bring that knee off the floor. 1, 2, and 3. Chest comes up. Now bring your right hand on the inside of your right leg. You can also do it on your fingertips. When you're a little bit higher, it's easier to open up, you see? Stretching your arms. And then we're gonna make a circle with that left arm. Follow your fingertips with your gaze and also follow your breath with the movement. Inhaling, top part of the circle. Exhaling, bottom part. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, I'm going to tuck my rear toe under and I'm going to move like this to the center of my mat. My hands on the edge of the mat, so they're under my shoulders. And then I'll be mirror image. Your right hand is going to be in the middle, directly under your shoulder. And then you're going to open up, rotating your upper body, making a long line of your arms. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And then change to the other side. Hand underneath shoulder. Make a long line of your arms, opening the chest to the ceiling. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Hand comes back down, and now I'm going to slide the hands forward as if it's a downward dog with wide legs for 3 breaths. Stretching out your arms and your spine. 3 more. 1, 2, Walk your hands back to the edge, and then walk to the other side of your mat. So your toes and your hips pointing forward to the short side of the mat. Come up, keeping the right heel off the floor. Push through it so you have a stretch here on the front of your hip. If you can bring your arms up, if that hurts your shoulders, you can have them in front of your chest. And then 3 times we're going to bring the leg up and bend the knee. Here we go. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting your pelvic floor, pull in your lower abdominals. And then from here, bring the right knee on the floor. If you like, put something soft underneath the blanket. If you're not pregnant, twist to the left. Otherwise, you're going to twist to the open side for your belly. Elbow on outside of knee if you're with me. Elbows on top of each other. Push through the hands and rotate your chest up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring your chest up, and then the left hand on the inside of the foot, knee and shoulder together, maybe on your fingertips, and open up, chest towards the ceiling. Follow your fingertips, and notice how the chest opens up to the ceiling, and then here it faces down to the floor. 3 more, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, and exhale. And then from here, walk back to the center line. Then grab your ankles or your calves somewhere you can reach. I'll show from the side first. On the inhalation, we're gonna bend the knees so your back is nice and straight. And then exhale, you're gonna straighten them. It might look like this for you, which is totally fine. Work with your body and how you feel today, what's possible. 3 times. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, straighten the legs and your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Hips in line with the heels. 1, 2, and 3. Place your hands on your hips, press the feet down, lift your pelvic floor, slowly come up, and then come in front of your mat. Sun salutation halfway, which is called Vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. Exhale, jump or step back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do lots of back bending poses. So let's first warm up the back further with inhaling, opening up the chest, lifting the tailbone. And then as you exhale, start rounding the spine, push through the hands, tuck your toes under into your downward dog 3 times. Inhale, gently place the knees down, open up the chest, lift your tailbone. Exhale, round the back, push, use your core muscles. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, and exhale. And slowly come alive on your belly. Full cobra. First, let's lie down fully on the floor. Really relax into the floor. And then start to tighten your legs so the knees come off the floor, but your toes stay on the floor. Push your pubic bone down into the floor. And then from there, inhale, just lift your chest a little bit, opening it up, rolling the shoulders to the heels. So you feel that you're doing it from the strength in your back. Then exhale, come back. And now do it with your hands next to your chest. So don't push through the hands, but really use your strength in your back like we just did. Knees off the floor, toes pointing away, pressing the pubic bone down and opening the chest. You don't have to look up all the way. Keep the neck nice and long, shoulders towards the heels. And then exhale, come down. Let's do this 3 times. Inhale, chest up. It can also be just a centimeter. Doesn't have to be far. And again, inhale, open up the chest, lift. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then from here, come into child's pose with your big toes touching. Stretching out your arms. Come back to your breath. Long, deep breath through the nose. Releasing any stress in your back. And let's come right back on our knees for the Sphinx. In the Sphinx, you're a tiny bit higher than the Cobra. You're on your underarms. You can also bring them a little bit further away from you, so it's easier. So feel what's possible for you. Don't have your elbows in your ears. Roll them to the heels and have a nice long neck. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then come lie on your belly. And now, let's see if you can interlace your fingers behind your back. So first again, push the pubic bone down in the floor, knees off the floor, toes away from you. And then lift your chest like this. 3 breaths. I totally forgot about the pregnant ladies. Of course, you cannot lie on your back then. You can do these exercises, opening the chest and making the back round. Okay, 1 more breath in this pose. And then exhale, come back. Rest out on one cheek. And then we're going to do this 1 more time. Push the pubic bone into the floor, knees off the floor, interlace your fingers, lift your chest. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Rest it out. And now for the last one, see if you can bend your knees and hold on to the feet or ankles or maybe your trousers. If you're pregnant, you could also potentially do this on your side. So you have this nice arch, this bow-like shape on your side. Otherwise, do it on the belly, push the pubic bone down, pull on your arms with your legs, opening up the chest for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then bring your hands on top of each other or rest out on your side. Forehead on the back of the hands, and then shake the hips from left to right, opening up your lower back. And then from here, come back into child's pose. Big toes touching, hips to heels. And making your back nice and round again. Focusing on your breath. And then bring your arms by your side. And then start to roll up with a round spine. And then roll down again with your chest forward and your shoulders back. So your spine is like a snake, very supple and flexible. Do it in your own time. Follow your breath. One more. And then slowly come and sit in the center of your mat. I'll show from the side. Let me see how much time we have left. Let's start with this pose. Have the soles of the feet together and then not so close to you, but a little bit away from you. So you have a diamond shape in the legs. And then in this pose we come forward, and here you can have a nice round spine. Maybe you're here, your head can hang in the air. If you get further, maybe you can rest on your hands, or if you can go even further, you can rest on your feet, or the crown can go to the floor underneath your heels. Feel the opening in the hips and the stretching in your back. And every time you exhale, release a bit more tension. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come up. And then now we're going to open up the front side of the body. You can do it in a couple of ways. You can have your hands behind you and open the chest like this, pointing your toes. That's if you cannot have so much weight on your wrists. Otherwise, you can make a table like this, or the more advanced option with your legs straight. So choose what's possible for you. 3 breaths. 1, you can look up or keep your chin on your chest. 2, and 3, slowly bring the hips down and bring your right knee towards your chest and then open it to the side. Make sure your knee there's no tension in the knee, otherwise you can place like a block or a cushion underneath it. Actually have a block at all, like this. That might be nice, but you can also do it without. Okay, now the left foot is flexed. Sit up nice and tall, both sitting bones are on the floor. Turn the chest slightly so it's facing your big toe. And then move forward from the hips. So don't go like this, that's bad for your SI joint. So have a nice long spine. Maybe this is your max, then you can place your hands behind you and push like this. Or maybe you can bend all the way and hold on to your foot or have your hands on the floor. See what's possible. You don't get extra points if you get further into the pose. Listen to your body. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, come up. And then turn your chest towards your bent knee, so for me to the right. Now we're gonna go sideways like this. It might look like this, with your arm on your upper leg, your other arm over your head, dangling in the air, and then opening up your chest. If you can go further, you can try and reach for the foot, but don't go down. Keep the chest rolling upwards and keep flexing the foot. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come up and switch side. Left knee to the chest. Place the leg on the floor. Make sure the knee is relaxed. Flex your right foot. Make yourself nice and long. And bend forward. It might also be here with your hands behind you, pushing your chest forward. Keep flexing the right foot. Bring your chest towards your big toe. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up. And then we're gonna turn to the side, so you'll see my back side now. Bring your right arm either on top of the leg or in front. And then the left arm over your head, opening up your chest to the ceiling or reaching for the foot, but still rolling your chest upwards. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come up. Turn to the front. And then see if you can make yourself nice and round like this, holding onto the knees and then rolling back and up again. If you do it with a nice round spine, it should be nice. If you do it like this, then it's not so nice. You can also roll on the sides of the spine because maybe your vertebrae are protruding. And then you can go down on one side and up on the other. So see what's possible for you. And then at the end, sit up like this with your feet off the floor and your arms around the knees for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And slowly come and lie on your back. We're gonna do a nice twist. Bring your arms to the sides, your knees to your chest, and then roll the knees to the left, all the way to the floor. Your right shoulder comes off the floor. You can breathe into it. It doesn't have to come all the way back down to the floor. If you don't like an extra stretch here in the chest, you can also bring your arm by your ear. But the focus is here on the lower back. So whenever you exhale, let the tension on either side of your spine slowly go away for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the knees back up. Roll to the other side. And if you like, stretch out the arm with it. You can also bring the knees more up, so it's a more intense stretch. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly roll back on your back. And then prepare for the final pose, the deep relaxation. If you're pregnant, you might like to lie on your side. If you're not pregnant, you can still do that. If you prefer that, of course, you can also do it sitting up. Otherwise, the traditional pose is this one, Shavasana. And your feet are hip distance apart. Your knees and your toes are rolling outside. Your hand palms are facing the ceiling. Your arms are away from your body. Just lift your chest a little bit. Bring the shoulder blades closer together and lie down fully on your shoulder blades. And roll your head from one side to the other. Back to center, chin to chest. And head back on the floor. So your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Then let the body relax further and further. Also let the body take over the breath. Let it sink down into the floor, into your mat. And as your body relaxes further, also relax your mind. enjoy a quiet, peaceful mind that sometimes will have thoughts that are popping up in the beginning a lot. The more you try to calm it down, the louder it seems to be in there. The more you practice, it will become easier. So for today, whenever a thought pops up, let's pretend you have a little cloud inside your head. You place the thought on it, and you let it drift out through your ear. So your head's empty and peaceful again. Continue practicing this mindfulness for the next minute, and then my voice will return. I got the blues thinking of the future, so I left off and made some marmalade. It's amazing how it cheers one up to shred oranges and scrub the floor, is a quote from D.H. Lawrence. It's natural to worry, but many of us worry too much. We spend hours each day mired in our what if thinking. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if both things happen? And then this third thing happens. Oi. Worry is the opposite of mindfulness. If you are mindful, you are here, now. If you are worrying, you are living in a predicted, theoretical future. One surefire antidote to worry about the future is hands-on activity today. When you feel yourself slipping into worry, engage your body. Go for a walk and place your awareness on the sights and sounds. Grab a broom and sweep. Potter in the garden. Cook, knit, fish. Play solitaire with real cards. Now think to yourself, when I feel myself slipping into worry, I will shift with purpose to a hands-on activity. And slowly come back to the room where you are. Bring your attention back to your body. Wiggle your toes and fingers. If you're lying down, bring your knees to your chest and roll to your right side. So you can gently wake up. And then come, let's sit up together. So we can end together with a bow. When you sit up, place your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one more time. And first think of your intention from the beginning of the class. Did you succeed? Then think of something that makes you smile, so you feel happy, joyful. And then as you bow forward, send that feeling into the room. Slowly come back up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.